Hello, managers, and welcome to episode 1 of the 2016 BROhio show entitled RG Free. So, to start off the show here, I have 3 special announcements. One is that the ESPN Fantasy Support released information over the weekend after Sunday's website failure. It was down from like 1:30 to 5:30, and if anyone saw my post over the weekend, I was able to make changes to rosters if anyone had not been able to play someone in the 4 o'clock games if they had wanted to, but no one got back to me on that and no one contacted me, so that's done. I can't change it now, so it is how it is, and I don't think anyone was affected by it because people set their lineups prior, and I don't think we had any last-minute changes. My second announcement is that Russell made a video tutorial on how to update your fantasy football logo. So I'm going to work on mine and try to get my little watermark out. If you can utilize that, that'd be really cool. Or if you want to make your own video for anything really and just post it, I think it will be definitely beneficial for the group and the league. Just to have some more communication going on. My final announcement is the trading block system. A couple of us have been using it, trying to make trades. If you are interested in making trades or being offered trades, I would suggest updating that because people can really use that to see what you're looking for, what you need, as well as you can see what other people need. It makes identifying beneficial trades throughout the league a lot quicker, easier, more beneficial for everyone. So those are my 3 announcements, and now on to the tits. So starting with trades, we have none as of week 1. We had one preseason, but none this week. We'll see how it goes moving into week 2, but so far, no trades. I have an injury table here that I'll try to get up on the screen, but if not, I'll read it here. These are the quarterbacks that are out. RG3, Teddy Bridgewater, Tony Romo, and then Russell Wilson is questionable. Moving on to running backs, Chris Ivory is out, as well as Darren McFadden, Deion Lewis, Jamal Charles, Trey Mason, and Kenneth Dixon. No questionable running backs right now. Wide receivers that are out are Marcus Wheaton, Keenan Allen, Stevie Johnson, Devontae Parker, Kendall Wright, and Marquez Wilson. And the questionable wide receivers are Julio Jones, Sammy Watkins, and Demaryius Thomas. So big ones in there, especially the Keenan Allen. That's going to hurt. And onto the tight ends, these are the ones that are out: Rob Gronkowski, Tyler Eifert, Ladarius Green, and Ben Watson. And the questionable tight ends are Julius Thomas, Charles Clay, and Zach Ertz. So definitely a lot of tight end injuries. We'll see how that goes, and good luck on the waivers there. And moving on to trophies, we have 2 trophies awarded this week. One is to Russell, best team name of 2015, the Adrian Petersons. So congratulations to Russell for that. And then one to myself for Andrew Luck. He reached our monster level, getting 35 points this week. So I got a monster trophy for that. No other trophies this week as far as touchdowns or 777-666, but I will start keeping track here of the points leader as well as who's having the best week, worst loss, those things. So really, Nathan at 122 points versus Russell at 59 this week. Nathan's our points leader. Russell's our points loser. Nathan had the best week. Russell had the worst week, and that gives Russell the worst loss. So a lot of that is repetitive, but as the league continues to go out this season, those will start to change, and we'll see different numbers through there. And so I did say Russell got the 2015 award, but I'm going to update a new poll for the 2016 best team name. And there are a couple team names that haven't changed, but I'm assuming that they're not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and go with those. But if you do see the video and do want to change your name and get a new name in the poll, let me know as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'm going to say it's too late if you don't do it by midnight between Tuesday and Wednesday. And now I'm going to turn it over to an interview with my special guest, Mary Lou, and then I have another special guest you'll see after the video. So, Mary Lou, you had a tough loss to the Valedictorians this week. Why do you think that happened?
Because our defense did nothing.
Okay. I also saw DeMarco Murray did pretty well for you. So did Jordan Matthews. But what do you think about Russell Wilson?
I don't know. Maybe he just had a bad night. I don't know. I'm pretty mad at him, though.
I saw he might have got injured. Are you worried?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Are you looking to pick anyone up this week?
I don't know. I can't make any comments without my co-manager present.
Well, it looks like Marshawn Lynch is on Bear Grylls right now.
Didn't Austin pick him up?
Yeah, Austin did pick him up. Marshawn, how do you feel about Austin?
I'm telling you, man, this dude is crazy, man.
Well, are you going to come out of retirement to play for him?
Hell no. I ain't doing it.
What if he offered you a lot of money?
Hell, I ain't signed up for all that.
All right, so you are telling us that you are not coming out of retirement to play for Austin. Okay, well, what was the highlight of your career?
Being able to retire and then being able to do this with you.
Oh.
After retiring. That's probably the biggest highlight.
And you retired.
So, just one more time, to be clear and to make sure we have it on record for Austin, you are not coming out of retirement to play for him?
For real, bro?
Sorry, I was just confused because Austin picked...
All that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I guess one thing can be certain, and he is probably not playing football this year. Okay, and now I'm going to go through the matchup reviews. So, starting with Kyle versus Austin, Kyle's projection was 84, Austin's was 85. I ended up at 107 to 91. I defeated Austin. My overperformer was Andrew Luck with 35, and my underperformer was Kobe Fleener with 0. And I could have had 9 more points had I played Tevin Coleman. Austin's big performer was AJ Green with 24. His low performer was Golden Tate with 4, and he could have had 5 more points had he played Jeremy Hill. Moving on to Tyler and Zach's matchup. Tyler was projected 85 to Zach's 90. Tyler was defeated by Zach 74 to 102. So Tyler's overperformer was Matt Ryan with 24, and his underperformer was the Rams defense special teams, which had 1 point. And Tyler's poor sit decision was Jeremy Langford, could have had 5 more points. Zach's big performer was David Johnson with 18 points, and his low performer was Gary Barnage with 0. And his poor sit decision was Jameis Winston, could have had 7 more points. Justin to David. Justin was projected 92 to David's 91, but Justin did end up winning 95 to 85. So Justin's overperformer was Blair Walsh with 14 points, and his underperformer was Todd Gurley with 4 points. His poor sit decision was Melvin Gordon, his new trading acquisition, which he could have had 13 more points. David's best performer was Larry Fitzgerald with 20. His underperformer was Adrian Peterson with 3, and he could have had 13 more points had he played Willie Snead. Russell versus Nathan was projected an 11-point win for Nathan, but it ended up being a 63-point win for Nathan, 59 to 122. The Texans' defense was Russell's biggest overperformer with 10 points, and John Brown had 0, which was Russell's underperformer. And the poor sit decision was Will Fuller, could have had 16 more points. Nathan had Spencer Ware with 25 points, overperformer, and Giovanni Bernard as the underperformer with 2 points, with LeGarrette Blount being his poor sit decision. Could have had 9 more points with Blount in play. Luke versus Mary Lou and Sarah. Luke was projected to lose by 7 points, but ended up winning by 14. So we had an upset there. Luke had Brandon Cooks perform at 27 points, while Tyrod Taylor only brought in 5. He could have had 9 more points had he played Charles Sims. Mary Lou and Sarah had Jordan Matthews show up to play with 17 points, but Russell Wilson only 11 points. Really, they played their best players. The only thing they could have done was Phillip Rivers for 2 more points. So at least they can rest easy knowing they had a good lineup. Same with Roger. Actually had 28 points with D'Angelo Williams and only 4 points with Devontae Freeman. So the running backs balanced out. And really, he could have had 2 more points had he played Christine Michael over Devontae Freeman. But Roger was projected to lose by 3 and upset Andrew with a win of 117-92. Andrew's best performer, Carlos Hyde, had 20 points. Charkandrick West only had 2 points. And the decision to sit Theo Riddick was actually the worst sit decision of the week. So Andrew should have played Theo. So that is the end of the matchup reviews. We'll go through the current standings, and I'll put them up here. Nathan is in first with a 1-0 record and 122 points for. Roger is in second with 117 points for. Luke is in third, 108. I'm in fourth, 107. Zach is in fifth, 102. Justin is in sixth, 95. And then here are the people that are 0-1 that got their first loss this week. Mary Lou and Sarah with 94. Andrew with 92. Austin with 91. David with 85. Tyler with 74. And Russell with 59. So those are the current standings. My final thoughts for the week. Again, just want to reemphasize the trading block. I think it would be cool to use. And go and vote in the new best team name poll for 2016. Good luck on the waivers, picking people up this week. I saw a lot of people that I'm interested in, so we'll see who goes through. Other than that, you guys have a good one, and good luck in week 2.
Rah, 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 all that, you know what I'm saying?